Hello, this is Chantel, your girl, the one and only, aka Miss Sonia, and now trademark, aka Miss Chantel Hart. I decided to change my stage name to Chantel Hart because I'm a heart on a mission. I'm a soul on missions, and I'm sent to do a mission from the mission creator. So follow me on social media. You can Google that. Keyword in the search engine, Chantel Hart. Born in Chantel Hobson. Legacy, music, famous songbird. Following up, great uncle is Isaac Hayes, my mentor. I caught the tail end of things. Unfair, yeah. And he did do some things for me. And I'll talk about that in later shows. Or you might have gotten a snippet of it from early shows. Check out the tracks on the Chantel Hart Show. You're tuned in to Midday Updates. I'm now recording in on the podcast at 1 minute and 5 seconds. I'm going to do a 20-minute podcast. And this is called Losses. I've lost things. I've lost memories. I've lost things that were dear to me. I lost things that had no purpose. And I lost sight of Christ. I've lost interest in many things or people or opportunities. I've lost hope. Losses are sometimes good. I know. It took me years and years. About 10 years to say that. Losses are sometimes great. Losses are sometimes safe. Losses are hopeful for meaning, depending on the cause, sometimes. And in this case, when there's negativity overpowering, taking over, no way out, no justice, you can't see your way out and no one can see their way in, then that is a loss that should be a loss. That should be pushed for a greater cause of a greater forgotten loss. Okay? Hello, this is your girl again, the one and only Miss Chantel Hart. And you're listening to the Chantel Hart Show. Midday Update, Spreaker Radio Podcast. Check me out. Google the Chantel Hart Show. Follow me most social medias as well as YouTube. It's been a very long time since I have been tuned into my radio. I've lost insight, hope. Illness took me to death. Maybe a week the doctor gave me to live. When I would look in the mirror, I didn't notice who I was. I couldn't even see straight. My vision was going blurry. I had a smell to me that was odd. My body ached so bad. I became hopeful through prayer, tantrums, emotional breakdown, distress. And I've lived 10 years in distress, pain and suffering from trusted folks that took my business, and I had to lie and get away from them by saying I would return. And the truth is that I was trying to find an escape. That was a great cause for a great loss, because no one can find their way into me, and I couldn't find my way out. It was very dangerous. I've been suffering in my body since then. And you'll hear more about that in another show. I want to return because I have an inner cry that I've been ignoring for several months. I'll try to escape. I put music in the place of my emptiness to hurry up and fill a podcast show, to keep from talking because I was just lost sight of way. And that's usually when God is trying to get you in a location. An era when you're trying to discover and find yourself. A new innovation. Location. Supporting. So I would like to say on this rainy day. Rewarding yourself to great success and allowing great loss to take place, no matter what it costs. Hide yourself. Let trusted people know where you are. If you have an instinct not to say or do, or to follow through, then listen to your heavenly instinct. This is your girl also, aka Miss Sonia, former partner of Universal, Ingrooves, Infinite, W.S. Hobson Publishing, W.S. Hobson Music Group Corp., W.S. Legacy One Music Publishing, W.S. Legacy One Music Group coming soon. Formed parent umbrella of the Heart Production, and that's D.A. Hart Productions. CEO, me, your girl, Chantel Hobson. In my great loss, I've come up with these topics from atmosphere, surroundings, experiences, other experiences that I've witnessed, become a part of, maybe read, some insight inspired from a dream or a vision. They are not the same things. Or TV programmings, a phrase, an instinct. I want to give shout out to Michael Brown's family. Tragic right now. And ask God that He hover with them and lighten the load of their heavy hearts. We've all had great losses. Family, friends, colleagues, house, car, money, career, job, or even if it's a hobby that went away and done away with, like a nonprofit or the YMCA. So, or a church, science project, homework, your dog, your cat, your hamster. We pray that you find things that can keep you in safety and busy to protect you away from harmful surroundings as you go about your day, because that can happen. I've also experienced that. Well, while thanking the beautiful Jehovah Jireh, most beautiful, most strongest, most faithful, most loyal God in heaven for a great, safe holiday. Many holidays going over the course of fall seasons into winter. I'd like to welcome my own, pat my own self on the back and welcome my own self back to the podcast Spreaker radio show platform. And I feel good about doing this because when I'm not singing, I like to speak out in a live podcast journal format. I like taking stories and writing them. I like to be a part of updates and awarenesses and issues and to address them. I want to share a story with you guys very briefly about joining Enticed Marketing on WordPress. You'll find me these days as a blogger. We're 8 minutes in the show. And you'll find me on WordPress, Enticed, ENISED, emarketing.wordpress.com. And I'm getting that business up off the ground. Right now, searching fundraisers, dream team developments, investors and donations. This is the harvest season, of course. And you can go and start doing keyword for that. And I'll do a midday update show about harvest and what it means in the non-church world and in the ministry church world. And moving on. In my time of harvest, this is my season for learning depth, and that's deep learning about where my soul is, far as how to get it back on track, far as making the Heavenly Father happy with me and my deeds and how I'm going about them on earth. And that is my prayer. That is my work for my journey and all that I do in every area. So I'm pitching 20 minutes of midday updates. I've broken them down from 30 minutes to an hour just to chop up, basically helping me learn how to get straight to the points. I haven't done this in a very long time. And it is my rehearsal with the 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 20-minute podcast pitch. And if I do delete the shows, don't worry. I'm going to cover them again, and it's going to be more and more fierce and in order. Overview will be clean outlook. It's been a while since I've recorded a podcast. It's been a strive for my motivation. On this edition, it's my therapy. I'm already gonna be a little bit over time, but I just really want to express this. In my zone is a battle, and it's very severe. I've graduated through many levels of dysfunction that I grew up with. One of my favorite actors that I love to listen to is Terrence Howard. One of my favorite similar actresses that I love to listen to is Miss Janet Jackson. Alfred Woodard, let's see. Robert De Niro, I like his story and where he came from as being different. Very briefly, musicians, I would say Sierra. I would say hip hop. I would go in that area for those who like hip hop. Let's do Flo Rida. Let's do Lil Wayne. Singers, let's do Latavia Robinson. And I choose these people because these are people that I see in the limelight that's been so tackled when doing their best, judged, and they all have out there. These are just some that I'm selecting, okay? So that doesn't mean that their names wasn't called, that they're less different or less liked because I didn't say their names. But it's just something throwing out while I'm just trying to highlight my point of striving through motivation and using their talents as therapy. It's an intense topic. It's an intense emotion. A lot of them probably experience genetic genes of dysfunction, genetic genes of fighting and being strong and being determined. Somebody in the family, whether they got to meet them or not, probably descended in them. And here they are, great platform, doing great things. Spreaker allowed me to express myself, to open up in a relief, to cry out, to sing, to share, to announce, to market, to brand. This is my comfort. This is in my spare time of nothing to do or something to do. My surfers, my keyword online surfers, for those who don't know what surf means to search for the online world, internet. The Chantel Hart Show is a innovation, confidence. It's a struggle. It's unique because it's only one of me. That's why. It's my voice, one voice, but of many voices joined together. Journalists. It's my life. It's my experience. Tuning in makes me feel great. Makes me feel like I have an audience, and I see at over 3,000 that you guys are listening, and I'm at tears and choked up every time I say that because it ain't so much of the numbers. No, it's not. It's not so much as the followers, which I would like to amp over 200. But I'm glad that you guys took your time to listen to my shows, to push play, even if it's mockery. Thank you, because every click, every push, every follow, every download is substantial, and it helps with call letters to come, with ratings to come. And I'm grateful. Me and sister used to create things to do. We used to take time to create stage plays. We used to take time to listen to different radio stations, and that was our therapy. We grew up that we couldn't listen to secular. We couldn't watch secular. We couldn't speak about secular. It was okay to point out differences, but we grew up kind of sort of as church girls. Charity began in a home, and we traveled a lot. My sister would have it on hip hop, soft rock. She'd play around and mock the rock. And I would play around and mock the hard, heavy rock. But I really knew the songs. And that would shock the house. I would do soft rock, love it. Christian inspirational rock. Country, alternative, soundscape, atmosphere, and R&B, blues, gospel. And I would just get ridiculed because sometimes she'd say, put it on the station and keep it there. Or she'd say, what are you listening to? And I admired her because she stayed true to one station, and that was hip hop. So I'm not mad at sister for that. But I was a girl who was just trying to find my way. Freelance, free-spirited person. And appreciative of nature. Of course, we all come from legacy, me and my siblings. And that's on both sides for me. Once she would keep it on her stations and I would keep it on my stations, we then would go from creating our own innovations, like, what do you want to do when you grow up thing? I want to be a doctor. I want to be a writer. I want to be a nurse. I want to be a hip hop rock star. Whatever it was, we put that into creativity, like the kids are doing on YouTube and making businesses out of it. And I'm so grateful for that. Although I wish they had that when we were young, but that's okay. MTV still ruled. I'm a freelancer, and she was a freelancer. She loved to dance, and I would sing, and I could dance, but some things that always got in the way, like my chest, or I just couldn't get the 2 steps to the right step, and it will always become, my left foot would always become the right. So in doing so, I put this forth and became very successful at a young age, and things and obstacles always got in the way for various reasons, good, bad, whatever it was. It ended up taking me to my executive place as being partner in the industry as a syndicated radio broadcaster of my own syndicated show, which started online, and then I got my physical office, and I'm getting ready to do that again. So this will be my second radio show. It also took me to be an executive in the record business, and I always dreamed of that, and a recording artist and a manager, now as well as a momager. I love everything that the legacy brought forth for me to continue. I love scrapbooking, vision boards to help me get there, brainstorming to write out what I needed to do, business plans, copyright them, and move forward with it through prayer. Another thing I always love doing is learning about money and how to save. In doing so, I'm going to continue these things in my older age and share them at nonprofit and presentations that allow me the platform to do so. I also wanted to get into radio because times are still segregated. Radio sometimes can be segregated and still are in many different ways, not just color. This is not a boycott against color and race. It is a boycott among respect. And yes, dollars are very important, but what about voice? Voice of reason. And that's why I'm here doing these things, because life is a boycott. Situation, issues, and problems arise every day. Let me take that back. every second of the minute of the hour of every day. And I'm just not a radio host with experience, but I'm a radio journalist. And I care about people's feelings and hope that somebody will come along and care about mine. No more selfish face, no more selfish phases. I too have to learn to stop throwing tantrums myself. And I'm not afraid to face adversaries or the truth. I'm not afraid to face success while at the same time thinking back of how I got over. That is my mountain that I keep in visual mind, in visual sense, looking out, going, what's next? Where do I go from here? How do I survive? How do I heal? I'm still hurting. It hurts. My aches, my bruises, my nose, their nose, my longevity weight. The how long will it be? And I thank God for every moment, every second of the day. I think back of what made me strong. That moment of when I became strong. All the way from girl to teen to young lady to woman. I am a radio broadcast host. I am an executive in the music business. I am a journalist, publicated, syndicated host. I'm an author. I'm a singer-songwriter. Who claps better? I am a union member. I am a mother first. Foremost, first over that, I am a Christian child who has the love for Christ of doing good deeds and who has failed so many times at trying. But in her, it has always been sincere because trying is never wrong. And every day is a new day to train. I'm at stage of boldness. I'm at stage of developing new innovation projects, product assignments, continuing education, spreading good marketing, spreading good words of wisdom, spreading good knowledge. I'm courageous, and I want to share with you. You're welcome here any day on the midday updates on the Chantel Hart Show. I am a social friend. Welcome here. This is your place, your zone. This is your voice. This is your outlet to do and say and feel and go as you please. In nice.wordpress.com. The Chantel Hart Show. Welcome here. Connect with me. Google it. You will find me. I am not yet incorporated for numerous reasons of getting myself back on board. I am a victim of ID theft for 10 years plus. And I'm cleaning that up. Be careful who you trust. Be careful who you do business with. Be careful that it's not you stopping things up. Be careful that it's not your wrong steps. And if it is, clean it up. I am big enough to say I have failed somewhat in that. I have failed in not trusting. You have to trust someone. Learn to ask God for who. Ask him to send the signs and wait. I'm so excited that this platform is here, and I'll be back for a new update. Next show, I'm going to talk about management and managing stress. And sharing those things with you about me and sister and how we survive losses. And therapy as being radio, as being lost in radio, even sacrificing a weekend of getting in trouble, punishments, things being taken away like school academics and curriculum. It wasn't worth that. That came as a surprise, but we still did it during and after that because radio was our reason through drama, through changes, through life, through whatever we went through personally and as a family, even if it was in another household like our friends. Even if it was something that we protested within our own selves like TV. There was things going on in the entertainment business. You learn to love someone through what they possess, their personality, their talent. We let radio describe that for us, and we kept a lot of journals and diaries. And I request that you do the same and put it in a nice, safe place. And or if you don't think that's wise and you know that you got a lot of nosy people, go join some local arts counselors that will help you through that. That's things that people always talked against as I was growing up, made fun of. But you know what? It was needed for everything and everyone, and it still is. No matter the age, creed, color, culture. Not ruling out God, but you're just extending your sanity, your atmosphere. So me and Sister chose radio as therapy, as therapeutic, music, the topics, the fashion, the magazines. They didn't have online computers real heavy like it is today. You know, it was, but it was a bit all over the place. And now it's more sites. It's more counseling programs. You know, it's more outlets for teens and to do things. And I push nonprofit for every household. Get together like Obama said. Our president is very wise, First Lady as well. And let's follow First Lady Michelle, us women. Empowerment, ministry, because that is our life. That is our life. Jesus Christ really does exist. And through it all, to help me keep my sanity, I'm developing new innovations, new time spent with your children. So I need a lot of rounding off myself. So remember, I'm not going to tell you to do something that I don't do. Maybe taking me a while to do it or money to get there. But I'm definitely doing it and or already have done that, and we'll do it again. So this is my platform today. Radio is therapy. Radio will always be therapeutic. I am going to open up my show for callers soon. I think I'm going to take Skype, and I'm going to be using GarageBand. Okay, so give me a minute. Whatever I decide to use, I will let you know. Live stream, I think I'm going to be using Canon, the camera. I'm going to link all this information to you guys, so you won't be in the dark about the topics, the summary, newsletters, mailing list. I am not yet incorporated. Stay tuned. I went well over 20 minutes, but this is midday updates, and I think it was needed to share. And I've been gone for a very long time for my faithful followers. So this 30 minutes is dedicated to you. This is Chantel Hart. New stage name, new music is coming soon. And new ebook, film. That's right, you heard it right. My life is a movie. And stay tuned. I'm still doing the reality show. So all is not lost. So much more to gain and share with the world. Thank you for tuning in. 3,000 listeners is the most beautiful thing. And like I say, even if you're here to mock, you're still successful. Helping me be successful because you're a part of my movement. Ha! So thank you. God bless. You've been socially and kissed in nice marketing and the Chantel Hart Show. Tune in for more from Midday Updates.